Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. In this country, of course. I think down in the States you don't have Thanksgiving today, but happy Thanksgiving to you whenever yours is. Okay, you know what really grinds my gears? If your drink has more than 2 syllables and costs $5 or $6 and takes more than 15 seconds to pour into a cup, then get out of my way, please. I'm at Starbucks Coffee to get a coffee. Ugh. Anyways, that's not what this video is about. Let's talk a little bit about the generator.
So I try to forget it any way I can. Keep on rocking in the free world.
In a van down by the river.
Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Hey everyone. Alright, so it's a pretty disgusting rainy day on the wet coast. Look at that. Just pouring outside. And days like this, the solar panels do put out a little bit of power. They do charge up the batteries, albeit very slowly. It's more like a trickle charger. And especially when you're in it, like I'm off work today and I'm running lights and everything, and it's not enough if I want to, say, run the stereo and amp and TV or do some work on the computer. I got to leave the computer plugged in all the time. The computer uses quite a bit of power. So these are the types of days where I'll probably fire up the generator more often and use the generator for an hour or two. I do have, I'll show you right here, battery charger just temporarily right here. I'm going to actually install one permanently. I have a smart charger I'm going to install in the battery box under the step, and it is plugged in. This one is plugged into the wall right there, and the wire is running right to the battery box, which is under this soaking wet step, because I'm kind of an idiot and I left my door open while I'm talking to you. Anyways, when I start up the generator right there, it automatically kicks in the battery charger and charges up the batteries very fast, because the built-in trickle chargers in these motorhomes, and pretty much all factory motorhomes, are a joke. If you live in an RV off the grid and you think you're gonna use your generator to charge up your battery banks, you're gonna have a bad time. When you're running the generator, you can use all your 110 outlets, and that's all great and fine and dandy and all, but your batteries are barely getting any charge at all. It's a trickle charger. You'll have to leave your generator running basically all day, all night, just leave it on, which is kind of stupid. So if you get a real battery charger and just plug it into one of your outlets, it's just like as if you were plugged in anywhere else and had a battery charger plugged into it. So it actually, I only have to run the generator for maybe an hour, hour and a half, and I'm good for a day, at least a day, running all my stuff. So let's go out and check out the generator to do a little bit of service, because it is starting to run a little bit erratic. It's a little bit hard to start sometimes, and usually with Onan generators, it's two things that can cause that. Number one, your fuel tank. Okay, first of all, this is a gas motorhome, gas engine. The generator is also a gas engine. The generator takes its fuel directly from the fuel tank of the motorhome, of the chassis. So it's piped right in there. And they have a cutoff on them. If your fuel tank for the motorhome is below a quarter tank, your generator should not start. That's to prevent you from running out of gas because you're running your generator, watching TV or whatever it is you're doing, and then imagine you couldn't drive away and get to a gas station, right? So the first thing to do is make sure your fuel tank is above quarter tank if you're having trouble starting your generator, okay? That solves most problems. Second, oil level. Check your oil level. They do have automatic shutoffs on them. They have sensors on them, so they're not going to run, or they're going to have a very hard time starting if you're low on oil. All right, so let's go check that out right now. Look at this. Look at this river. There's a guy over there running his generator. He lives in a converted cargo van. A couple of motorhomes over there too. There's my ambulance. There's another Class B. It's good to know how to do this. You guys should. change your oil and filter at least once a year, whether you use your generators or not. Actually, you should be starting your generators at least once a month and running them under load for about an hour every month, even if you don't need them. The bottom of these Onans, it's just a detachable access panel, and it's probably pretty crappy light in here, but all you gotta do is look for the orange dipstick. It unscrews. All right. And just wipe off the dipstick, stick it back in there, and let's check it out. I bet you anything it's just a little bit low on oil, and that's why it's been a little bit erratic on me. All right. And sure enough, full level, low level, and I'm below low. This is very low on oil. So I'm parked next to a Walmart. I'm gonna go in there and get some oil right now. This is a gas generator, like I said. You can use 10W30, 10W40. I recommend you use 15W30, 15W40, even diesel 15W40. It's better for low temperatures. It will help your generator to start up easily, even below freezing temperatures. So let's go to Walmart and get some oil. That's not very stealth, is it? Hey, to each their own, I guess. That was a pretty nice Class C over there. The window's all steamed up. That's it right there. This might be a bit difficult depending on how it's mounted in your motorhome, because some of the generators you can't service them or access this stuff unless you climb underneath your vehicle, which would suck on a day like this. But thankfully with this model, it's all accessible inside here, and I can actually pour it in. If you can't reach your dipstick spout, which is also the same place you pour the oil in, you may have to use some sort of a little I don't know, like a little ketchup squirt bottle or something like that. I'm not sure. Okay, you only need a tiny little bit. Okay, well, you know, turkey baster. Yeah, actually a turkey baster would have been better. Would have helped here, that's for sure. All right. So I've got it all topped up now. Should be good. So that, make sure you put your panel back on, especially with the ones where the generators are exposed to the outside, which a lot of them are. You don't want to lose these doors. Make sure that they're actually on there good. I think they're like $100 for just to replace that fucking access door, so you don't want to do that. Okay, let's get over here and give it a shot. Boom. Just like that. Power should click on. There we go. Air conditioning comes on, or the power to the AC comes on. And battery charger is charging. And now I'm gonna do some work on the laptop and upload this video. Keep on rocking in the free world, everyone, and rest in peace, Chris Farley, because we love you.